So I managed to get my hands on this beauty, the Wilson Pro Staff 6195 version 14. Now the first thing that I'll say is I'm a huge fan of this paint job. I think it looks absolutely stunning, and the way that if you hold it in different light, it changes colour slightly. I think that's an awesome touch and something I haven't seen in rackets for a very long time. So the aesthetic gets a big thumbs up from me. So what are the specs? It's a 95 square inch head with an 18 by 20 string pattern and weighs 331 grams. And for me, it feels pretty headlight. So how does it feel? Now I'll admit I was completely wrong about how I thought this racket would feel. I thought that with the 95 square inch head and the 18 by 20 string pattern, that it was going to be really stiff and it was going to be difficult to play with and difficult to swing around because of the weight. But actually this racket delivers a really crisp feeling, and a lot of the weight is in the bottom of the racket, so it's actually pretty easy to maneuver. Now don't get me wrong, this racket is aimed at very advanced players, even professionals, so by no means is it easy to use. So what did this racket add to my game? I feel like it transformed the level of feel and control, precision I had, and took it to another level. It just really gave me the confidence knowing that I could swing the racket quickly and still really feel the ball and get a lot of control. And it really allowed me to stay further up the court as it was so maneuverable and there was so much control. I found myself playing from inside the baseline quite a lot just because it allowed me to do so. And this racket is definitely at home at the net. Now volleying probably isn't the best part of my game. Don't get me wrong, I can volley well, but the level of precision and feel that I got from this frame at the net, I'd say it's probably one of the best rackets that I've volleyed with. It just felt so crisp, and I was just actually really enjoying hitting volleys with it. Felt very easy to guide the ball deep, drop it short, and I was getting a lot of feel on the pickups. For me, I'd say this racket is perfect for very advanced players who like to move forward, just utilising that control and precision given to you by the racket. Had to just quickly fit a warm-up in before I started serving. You know, don't want to get injured.
Whilst you're at it.
So what was the 6195 like to serve with? The clean, crisp feeling that I felt on the ground strokes transpired easily into the serve. Again, it just felt really clean, easy to get the accuracy. I feel like I was able to be a little bit more precise with my spots. Comparing it to my normal racket, which is the Wilson Pro Staff 97 RF, I had slightly more feel, slightly more precision. Although I could still hit my serve quick with this frame, I definitely feel like there's more modern rackets which will allow you to get more power, more spin for free. But as I say, this racket is aimed at more performance players who wouldn't find generating power or spin much of an issue. So if you don't struggle to generate your own power, like me, and you need something with a little bit more control just to rein that power in, then this is pretty perfect. It also really suits players that like to move forward, who have great touch and feel around the net, and it just accentuates their game style. So recently I've been trying out some rackets in the hope that I might find the new racket that I'll be using. As I don't think they're going to make the RF97 anymore, I'm probably going to have to switch. I genuinely really enjoyed playing with this racket, and it was great fun just to see how much control and feel I could get, especially at the net. And as you can see, my serving was pretty accurate. But for me, I just feel like there's probably a racket out there that's going to give me a little bit more pop, a little bit more spin, just something a little bit more modern. Now that's not to say that this isn't a great frame. After trying it out for nearly a week, it's definitely one of my favourites that I've tried so far, and I would definitely recommend giving it a go. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you haven't done already, feel free to subscribe and drop me some feedback below. See you next time.